Hi all, Kristen here. I am about to talk to you about composting. This is how my family reduces our waste and helps make sure that we are putting less in the landfills. So we actually compost with a little bucket on our table for kitchen waste, and then I take that, and I actually have two different other places I compost in the backyard. We have an actual compost bin, but right now we're working on filling our compost garden. We have what's called a keyhole garden, and here's what that looks like. And right now it is full of weeds and stuff, as you see, because this summer, last summer, when we built it and filled it initially in the spring, we filled it up with layers of compost and dirt, and it did its job and composted all that down. So we're building another layer of compost and dirt on top of what's already there so that it will compost more this summer as we're planting gardens in. So we're working on finishing filling it with weeds and kitchen waste from the yard and everything right now, and hopefully this weekend we'll put the layer of dirt on top and get it planted. The keyhole garden was developed, I believe, in Africa, specifically for areas with poor soil and low water, because it doesn't require a lot of water to maintain. And the composting, of course, naturally enriches the soil. So it's kind of a cool idea. Those center baskets that you see in the middle, that's where, when the dirt is in place and everything, we add compost throughout the summer in there. When you're composting, you want to have a good mix of brown and green matter so that way you have a balance in things. There's lots of great websites and resources out there about learning more about composting. Super easy to set up a compost pit. You don't need to have fancy things or anything like that. Our other composter, when I'm not filling this full of compost, and if the bins in the middle get full, we also have a tumbler composter, which looks like a canister on legs, and it has two sections in it, one for putting in compost and the other for, or putting in materials, and the other for, once it's full, for it to age until it's ready to be dumped out, and then you can switch back and forth as needed. Between the two different options, rarely do I fill the garden too much, but sometimes I do. So between the two options, we are well taken care of in terms of compost throughout the year. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Also, as I said, there's lots of resources out there. Have a great day outdoors, and make sure you get some sunlight in all this time where we're stuck inside for so much time. And enjoy some screen time outside, or enjoy some non-screen time outside, because it's awful nice to get outside without some screens too. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.